Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Tampa Bay Rays going up against the New York Mets. Hi, folks. John Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton. We're in store for a Major League debut in this one, Singy. It remains to be seen what kind of career he'll have, but here's step one, and there's a lot of hope and optimism around him. This organization thinks he can be an impact player.
And from what I've seen and heard from people that follow prospects really closely, I do too. We may not see him light the league on fire right from the start, as there's usually a learning curve, but
so, almost ready to get underway, getting the nod on the mound, Kodai Senga.
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and there's one down. Now the number 2 hitter, Ha-Sung Kim. The 1-1 is fouled off. The pitch. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 out, space is empty.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout, and he strikes out the side in the first.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts.
Back here with my pal Singy. Our starter in this one, Zach Littell. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, he's allowing just over 1 base runner per inning, which is really good, especially for a starter, because these hitters get to see you 2, 3, maybe even 4 times in a start. So it just shows you how deceptive and how effective his stuff is. We'll see if it's that way in this one.
Here's Juan Soto. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
2 strikes.
Swung on, belted. Ranging back. Grabs it right up against the wall. Here's Pete Alonso. And that one hammered. That's back. That's long gone. He flexes his power with that swing. Home run number 30 on the year. It's 1-0.
He really needed that swing. He hasn't been getting a ton of results at the plate lately, so I'm sure that one felt especially good. So impressive. You have to have such a clear and direct path to the baseball on a split finger, that location inside part of the plate. Did a tremendous job of staying inside of it and keeping that ball fair.
And the batter now, Mark Vientos. Swing at a high fly ball right field. Low. Pulls it in on the run. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now. And we're back. And now it's Brandon Lau.
The second baseman, Brandon Lau.
Swings and misses. And a count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Line drive.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate. Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss, and he got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
No, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace it's going to be
And there's the 3rd out. That'll do it for the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Mets 1, the Rays nothing. Back here at Citi Field, and stepping in, the rookie left fielder, Brett Bryant. The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him swinging.
Boog, if you can set up a good two-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it can be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
And the batter now, Luis Angel Acuna. Next offering is fouled back. 1 out, base is empty. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. 1 down, base is empty. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
There's Brandon Nimmo. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And the Mets go down 1-2-3, but they're on top 1-0. Back here in Queens, and now we'll see one of the top prospects in baseball step in the box for her major league debut. Brayden Taylor. Soto gets under it, and there's 1 down. Now here is Yohel Pozo. And that's through there for a strike. Going to count 1 and 2. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him in the mound.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Nothing doing for Tampa, and it remains 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and stepping in for New York, Jeff McNeil. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. That thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
So a foul ball makes it 1 and 2. One down, base is empty. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
In the air, left side, Morel. Hauls it in to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. On to inning number 4. It's the Mets 1, the Rays nothing. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Josh Lowe. Line drive, and no one can get there. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Ha-Sung Kim swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And there's 1 down. And stepping in for the Rays, Yandy Diaz. Late with the swing there.
So hard to touch. Being at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Brandon Lowe. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. One left for Tampa. They're down 1-0. Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the inning. Juan Soto now. He's a guy who does it all with the lack of contact in today's game. This guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. That one is absolutely belted. See you later. He shoots one out to right. Home run number 45 on the year, and they boost their lead. It's 2-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So up next, Pete Alonso. Swing and a miss. Now 3-2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Hit in the air, left field. Pulls it in for the out. One away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit
now
right there. That front shoulder
baseman.
coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 3. Struck him out looking. Now the left fielder, Brett Bryant.
4, Brett Bryant.
Fly ball down the line. Squeezes it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. So digging in, Braden Taylor. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Cut out and miss. Struck him out. So cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. The Rays strand just the 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's
up
check out the
for
latest
Mets,
news from around the league.
Designated hitter, Luis Angel Acuna.
Here's a 2-1. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
The center fielder, number 9, Brandon.
So up next for New York,
Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo. Bases empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
In time to Bush. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Now batting, second baseman, Jeff.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. Fouled off to the right. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Out there to center. Loud brings it in for the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the center fielder, Johnny DeLuca. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Next offering upstairs.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that puts him just 1K away from 200 on the year.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Ha-Sung Kim now at the plate. And there's a foul ball. Got him swinging. And that's his 200th strikeout of the season. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Luis Torrens. His righty-lefty splits there. The 1-1. In the air, right side of the infield. That gets down for a hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached.
Pitching for
Alex Faedo comes on now. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Here's Francisco Lindor. On the ground, 2 ball. Over to Loud. And that's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Juan Soto up now for the Mets. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
On the ground. Tosses to first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the DH, Yandy Diaz. In the air, left field, Bryant gets under it, makes the catch for the out. Now up for Tampa Bay, Brandon Loud. The Mets up by 2 here in the top half of inning number 7. And that's off the inside edge. And the count's full. See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. Went right after him there, singing, no messing around.
3 pitches right there, 3 really good fastballs in that at bat. But what stood out is all of them in a different part of the zone. He started them away. You look out over the plate as a hitter, and then he busts you in. You're not quick enough to be able to pull the trigger and turn on it. And then he finished up in the zone. Good velocity.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Down in order go the Rays. They trail it here 2-0. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Swing and a ground ball. Kim whips it to first. One up, one down.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Vientos.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Mark Vientos. One down, base is empty. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. No play, that's an infield single. Here's the left fielder, Brett Bryant.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Vientos, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And that one is lifted in the air. DeLuca under it. Puts it away for the out. 2 away.
The batter, number 2.
Luis Angel Acuna. Up now for the Mets.
Acuna.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Rays, Christopher Morel. Strike 2.
So impressive how the velo is still there, even this deep into the outing.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's the third baseman, Brayton Taylor. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And now the catcher for the Rays, Yohel Pozo. And a count 1-2. One down, base is empty. Here's a high fly ball out to center. And there are 2 outs. Johnny DeLuca next to hit for the Rays. Out towards right center field. That one gets down for a hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. Josh Lowe next to hit for the Rays. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Good situation right here. You got some speed over there.
Runner on the move. Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. The new pitcher in the game, Manuel Rodriguez. He has a great slider
now
with tons of movement.
Number 39.
Liner, base hit.
Rodriguez.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Looks to second, that's 1. On to Bush. It's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth
now
double
batting,
play. That's a
catcher,
thing of beauty
Luis.
from start to finish.
Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a base hit right there. And that keeps the inning going. Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one way inside. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Mets leave 1, but they still lead it 2-1. Back here in Queens, all set to start the 9th in this one. And the batter will be and here comes the Mets manager. That one in there across the letters. Lifted in the air down the left side. Grabs it on the run. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And a swing and a miss. 2 out.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played. But a slider in the 90s still catches your attention. Even if you're sitting on the pitch, good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
Just missed.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't group one either.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
The Rays down to their final strike.
The idea was right. Looking to locate that fastball up and in. He just
got it, and that's the ball game.
Well, a tight 2-1 ball game. Classic pitching and defense in this game. A lot of good execution, and neither team really beat themselves by way of mistakes. But ultimately, it came down to 1 or 2 key plays to make the difference for the win.
And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.